often associated to Mark Twain that says history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Whether or not he actually said this, the statement holds a lot of truth. While events and people are never truly the same throughout history, human nature, emotion, and experience often repeat themselves. Here is your chance to help us record that shared experience. While this can be considered a very challenging time we're all living through, recording our everyday experience binds us to our past.
These truly are historic times. A chance to look at how the COVID-19 virus has impacted the United States and the world around us. Now is your chance, a chance to dwell upon the impact of the COVID-19 virus on the world around us. The peoples, the cultures, the religions that have all been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. To dwell on what makes us common as humans, our common humanity, our common hope, our common love, and our common resilience. We're going to build a narrative that will link the NDCL community to the world around us.
You guys are going to be our oral historians for NDCL. There are endless options and different ways to document this period of history. You can write a journal, poem, or song. You can create a cartoon, do an interview, log your new routines, or much more. You have all left your mark on NDCL already, but this project offers an opportunity to leave a very unique mark to be used for many years. By now, you know how important sources are to all social studies classes, so take this time to give the future Lions a special look into your current lives. Maybe these sources will be used to compare how different people from various regions experienced this all. Or maybe they'll be used to analyze the impact the virus had on different generations. No matter how they are used, we want people to be able to look back in time and see what NDCL students were going through and how they experienced the coronavirus pandemic.
Hey everyone, Mrs. Nicholson here. Think about this. All year long, we analyze sources to get a better understanding of events that we did not experience. And here's your chance to create sources worth analyzing. Consider that in the future, historians and students may be using your work to prove some kind of thesis or point, or really just look at to get a better understanding. You could be DVQ famous.
In sociology, we study groups of people and group interactions. And a lot of what we talk about can be applied to the coronavirus pandemic. We talk about things like age, race, gender, social class, physical environment, all sorts of things about different people. And while the coronavirus pandemic has affected people all over the United States and all over the world, we can look at how it affects people differently. So rich versus poor, young versus old, you can study all that. You can also study how people's roles and statuses have changed during this time. So a lot of workers aren't going to work every day. A lot of family dynamics have shifted. So it's really fascinating all the different aspects of people's lives that it has affected.
Hey everybody, Mr. Assista here, aka Mr. B. Here is your chance to remind us that every moment is important. You are all making your mark on the world by the people you encounter and the lives that you touch. This is a moment of collective suffering, and now more than ever, there is a need to empathize and to express ourselves to each other. Like Mrs. Snyder said, this situation is like and unlike any other moment in history. Disease has always had a profound effect on cultures, and this moment is not unlike that. However, whenever we are faced with hardships, especially in U.S. history, the reason why we study African American history is not to belittle or even talk about the near destruction of a people group. It is to emphasize humanity's ability to adapt, persevere through love, care, and empathy towards each other. So what will you document about this pandemic?
Hello, seniors. Suddenly, the end of your NDCL experience is here. And what an experience these last 2 months have been. It is a time of uncertainty. in just about anything you think about. Will college really happen in 3.5 months? Should this be my gap year? But will I find a job to make it worthwhile? And so on. The pandemic experience exposes our vulnerability, but it also puts maturity growth on the fast track. Let this be a pivotal time that grants you the seriousness to grow towards a life of meaning. I wish you all very, very well.